Hey guys, I'm Mw3 here, and in this 15th episode of the Gold Gun review and tips, I'll be doing an MP9. And if you don't know anything about this series, it's where I take guns and get them gold. So that's weapon level 31, and then I review them and give you guys tips. So first thing I want to say is this gameplay is from a friend, Burn This City, and his channel will be in the description and annotation on the screen. Go check him out. He posts up double Moabs and he just gets epic kill streaks and everything. So go check him out. So let's begin. The MP9 is unlocked at level 56. So if you don't you do actually unlock it halfway to max level, because max level is 80, so it's near enough there. The gun is a low damage SMG, and with this gun you only want to be doing running around and hip firing. You don't want to be aiming as it's crap. The rate of fire is the highest in the SMG category, firing at 1091 rounds per minute. And with the gun, if there's a person close up to you, it will take 2 bullets to get a headshot and 3 bullets to kill them in the chest. And if they are pretty far, it will take around 4 bullets to kill them in the, to get a headshot, and 5 bullets to kill them in the chest. As for the recoil on the gun, it's very high. That's why you just want to be using on just hip firing, because then you basically bypass the recoil when aiming. You just don't want to be aiming. The proficiency I recommend you use is kick, and this will help with recoil. And it'll make it more stable when you're firing from hip, so it actually helps. Well, you can use attachments, and I'll explain that later of what attachments you want to be using with it. So let's move on to the secondary. I highly recommend using any of the full automatic ones. I prefer the MP9 with silencer if I'm more of a stealth person, or you can use extended mags. And the reason why you want to be using this is because you'll be hip firing, and you can't aim across map. You just simply switch to your MP9 and then just take him out cross map, and with that gun you can just easily kill people with it. It's one of the best secondaries, so I highly recommend testing it out as well. The equipment you want to be using on the gun is Semtex grenade and flash or stun. I personally use Semtex and flash, but you can switch this to your liking. You can also use purple radar, and this will help you know who's around you and how to plan your attack from a guy who's just coming straight at you. You could just hide somewhere and just take them out. It's easy enough. The attachments you want to be using on the gun: if you're using kick, you want to be using rapid fire or extended mags. I personally use extended mags when you're just using kick or silencer, but extended mags is good enough. If you're using attachments, use both of them, rapid fire and extended mags, as it will be easier to just pick off people when you're just running about and you're just hip firing them. So the perks you want to be using with this gun is Perk 1. You want to be using sleight of hand. This will allow you to reload faster. I recommend having Pro, as this will help you when switch weapons faster. And if you want to take people out across map, it's just easy enough. You could just switch quickly to your MP9 and just shoot them across map and switch back, and it's just fast. Perk 2, you want to be using Assassin, and that will help you stay under cover because it hides you from purple radars, UAVs and heartbeats. If you have Pro, you'll be immune to counter UAVs and EMPs. Basically, you'll still have your radar and screen when they call in an EMP. You won't need to be using quick draw because you are hip firing, and you don't want to be using them on any of the SMGs. It's a waste, so don't put it on. Perk 3 is steady aim. This will make your hip firing more accurate, and that's what you want to be using with this gun, because you're just running around spraying. You can just spray everyone in your way using that. Okay, now for the Killstreaks, if you're using support package, use advanced UAV, stealth bomber, EMP. That's 12, 14, 18 kills required. This will help because when you get 12 kills, you can just call in advanced UAV. Then you'll know where people are. Then you can just pick off them with the stealth bomber, then making them go blind with the EMP. If you don't like that setup, you could just use the UAV, counter UAV, advanced UAV. That's 4, 5, 12 kills required. And then if you just keep on getting them throughout the whole game, your whole team is just going to be playing with radars, and their whole team is just going to be playing without their radar. If you use a assault package, it's got to be with Predator, Reaper and Payload, or Ep.15. This depends on the map and your liking. That is 5, 9, 12 kills required. As soon as you get the Predator, you can easily get 1 or 2 people, then you only need a few more to get a Reaper. Then with the Reaper, it's a guaranteed Payload or Ep.15. Easy enough. If you use Specialist, I'm one of the Specialist players, you want to be using Scavenger, Dead Silence, and the third perk is Extreme Conditioning. This will help extremely with this weapon. Then when you get to a 7 or 8, you'll get all the perks and the weapon proficiencies and more XP, so it helps. So yeah, I'm Mw3. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope to help everyone who wants to use this gun, as this is a bloody good weapon to use, and In the next episode I'll be doing an MP7, so stay tuned for that and see you later.